Disclaimer. None of the songs, including intro, artworks, including thumbnail, or characters in the video are mine. This is not an accurate portrayal of the characters. This is not a defamation of character either. This is only for entertainment. Warning. Foul language, grammatical mistakes, typographical errors. Hey guys. Sorry if this is not up to par. This series is kind of emotional since I was in an emotional mood when I thought of it, and I kind of need to be in an emotional mood to think of emotional scenes. Which is also why I'm worried about episode 9 because that episode is going to be hella emotional. Or at least it should be. Unfortunately, I'm more in the lie on the ground until gravity eventually melts my body into a pile of goo that reflects my state of mind mood. Also, it's kind of hard to write when I'm really forgetful. Like, I think of the perfect scene with the perfect dialogues and narration in my mind, so I, knowing I'm forgetful, immediately open my phone to type it in. Except I've already forgotten what I'm supposed to type in. Which is incredibly ridiculous considering not even a minute has passed since I thought of the scene and the fact that I've been repeating it in my head since I picked up my phone so I wouldn't forget. But Alice. Anyways, thank you for listening to my rant. I actually have a few more things to say, or at least I had, but I've already forgotten what those are as I type this, so yeah, onto the video. For real this time. It's been 2 days since Midorima pulled Atsumu out of the road. In that 2 days, he took care of him. He fed him, bathed him, changed him in his clothes as Atsumu didn't have his. That was another point of frustration for Midorima. Where the hell was Atsumu's things? Also, seeing Atsumu in his clothes is making him feel something he can't identify. Anyway, the fever has already subsided and Atsumu can move now, but Midorima still insists on making him rest to make sure the fever is completely gone. He's in the kitchen right now trying to bake cookies by following the recipe from the cookbook Tanaka gave him. So far so good. Atsumu entered the kitchen. Atsumu-san, you shouldn't be out of bed. Atsumu huffed out a laugh which made Midorima relax. He still doesn't know what happened to Atsumu since he didn't ask and Atsumu hasn't shared. But whatever it is still makes Atsumu cry. Midorima can remember gritting his teeth and clenching his fist as he listened to Atsumu's muffled sniffles whenever he wakes up in the middle of the night. So seeing him smile, even if it was small, very small, is relaxing. I'm fine, Ruru. Midorima was about to argue further, but Atsumu spoke before he could. Anyways, Ru, do you need my help with something? Midorima raised an unimpressed eyebrow at the slight twinkle of mischief on Atsumu's eyes. Knowing exactly what he did, Midorima chuckled slightly. I'd like your help with baking, Atsumu-san. Sure. Atsumu smiled, happy to be of use at least. Then his eyebrows furrowed. I don't know how to bake, so I might not be much help. That's okay, Atsumu-san. I don't know either. I'm just trying my best to follow the recipe. I'll help by reading then. Midorima shook his head with a fond smile. They continued like that. Atsumu reading out the recipe and Midorima doing what Atsumu is instructing. Ruru, where's your water? In the fridge, and the cups are in the cabinet directly beside the fridge. Atsumu went and get the water and the fridge, then continued reading the recipe. 1 cup vanilla. Cap? I didn't know that was a measurement. Midorima blinked in confusion. 1 cup, 1 cap, 1 cup, 1 cap. Dot. 1 cup, 1 cap. Are you sure? Yes, Ruru. 1 cap. Midorima blinked again. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, but that's what it says. 1 cap of vanilla. Midorima shrugged and took the measuring cups, poured a generous amount of vanilla and dumped it in the mixture. Atsumu didn't see until after the vanilla was already mixed with the mixture since he was reading the recipe. Ruru, that's too much vanilla. You said 1 cup. Exactly. That's 1 cup. No, it's not. Yes, it is. See? Midorima showed the label on the measuring cup to Atsumu. Oh, I meant cap, Ru. CAP cap. As in lid. The cover. Oh. Dots. They looked at each other and then at the mixture that was drowning in vanilla, then back to each other. Atsumu threw his head back and laughed, loud and carefree. Midorima smiled fondly at him. Atsumu continued to laugh until he was kneeling on the floor. Midorima was chuckling lightly but then frowned as Atsumu's laughter started turning hysterical. In the end, they were both kneeling on the floor with Midorima holding Atsumu as Atsumu sobbed. In the Basketball Pros plus Kagami group chat. I still don't like the GC name. Shut up, Kagami. What do you need, Kagami? Arki-say. Can you contact Atsumu-san? Ohohoho, I thought Oikawa-san was your crush. Shut up, Ahamine. Tiger, you have a crush? He has a crush on Oikawa-san. Himuro-san. Shut up, Kiruko. You didn't deny Tiger. Whatever. Anyway, why do you want to contact Sumu, babe? Don't you have his number? I do, but he's not answering. Why don't you ask Shin-chan? Why would I ask him? He has a crush on Atsumu-san, obviously. Midorina has a crush? Yes. Now try to contact him. Ohohoho, will Midorina and Kagami fight for Atsumu-san then? Minachi, they have boyfriends, remember? Oh right. Poor Kagami, face rolling on the floor laughing. Shut up. Just try to contact him, please. I really need his help. Green is online. Will you guys shut up? Shin-chan. Midorina. Shut. But Shin-chan. Kagami is asking for Atsumu-san. What do you need from Atsumu-san? Acting protective, Midorina. He has a boyfriend, you know. Of course I know. But Atsumu-san's with me. OMG, Shin-chan. You didn't kidnap him and lock him up in your basement for you to do as you please, did you? WTF, Takao. Of course not. Who do you think I am? Akashi? Kiruko simp is online. Green deleted a message. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Are you calling me the devil, Daiki? No. Anyway, why are you with Atsumu-san, Midorima? None of your business. Can you hand him the phone, Midorima? No. What the fuck? Why not? He's asleep. He's asleep? With you? Yes. He was exhausted. Oh my. Then wake him up. No, WTF. Wake him up. No. WTF, Midorima. If you don't wake him up, I'll come there and do it myself. He has a fever and he just cried himself to sleep. Come here and disturb him. You won't be coming back out. What? Tsumu babe cried himself to sleep? He has a fever? Wait. What the fuck happened? How is he with you in the first place? And why do you need Atsumu-san? Kagami, we just want to help Midorima. He's been with me since the day we got home. I found him on the streets running around crying, barefoot, with only a thin sweater and pants on. He didn't have his things. I pulled him out of the way of a car because he stopped in the middle of the road. What the fuck? What the fuck? Do you know what happened to him? No. He never told me. I've been taking care of him this past few days. Now why do you need him, Kagami? Oikawa-san has been staying with me since that day too. Oh god. I found him near a cliff. I caught him before he jumped. What the fuck happened? Calm down, Tetsu. Calm down. Calm fucking down. 2 of my friends almost died, say, by suicide. How the fuck do you expect me to calm down? You're only telling this to us now. Atsumu-san was sick. I took care of him first. I didn't want you guys coming and disturbing him. Look, I didn't want to overwhelm Oikawa-san, okay? But I need help. He's not responding to anything. He's just going through the motions at this point. If he wasn't moving, I would have thought he's dead. Something pushed him to jump that day, okay? And whatever it is killed something inside of him. And I can't take seeing him like this any longer. I'm coming, Kagami. I'll go check on Atsumu-san. No. What, so you mean no? It's already late. It's only 6. They need to rest for now. Let's all just go tomorrow. Kagami, can you take Oikawa-san to Shintero's apartment tomorrow? He might need to breathe in fresh air. And since Atsumu-san is sick, it's safer for him to stay at home. They are best friends, right? Oikawa-san might respond to hearing that Atsumu-san is sick. Okay. You're okay with that, Shintero? Of course. Is everybody okay with this? Yes, Akashi-kun. Yes, Akashi. Kisei. Okay, Akashichi. Tetsu. Fine. But we go there early in the morning. Of course. Now that that's settled, Kagami and Midorima, you should go and check on your charges. Seems like you didn't have to tell them, Akashi. Shut up, Daiki. After Atsumu broke down, Midorima stayed with him until his sobs tapered down to sniffles. After that he moved them to the couch where Atsumu would be more comfortable. Atsumu eventually fell asleep, his sniffles tapering off into light snores. He silently went to the kitchen to clean up the mess. He was too lazy to try and make another batch, so he decided to just try again next time. His phone pinged and he ignored it until he couldn't anymore as the group chat seemed to be lively. He quickly finished washing the dishes, then opened his phone, irritated. When he heard about what happened to Oikoa, he was shocked. Did they fight? That was the only reasonable conclusion. But at the same time, it just didn't make any sense. They both left the train station in different directions. Still though, what could have happened to make the best friends do that at the same day? Immediately after Akashi asked if they are okay with the arrangements, Midorima put his phone down. If they had further messages, he didn't care. He'll just check on them tomorrow. For now, his priority is Atsumu. If for some reason, they did fight, is it really okay for them to meet tomorrow? Midorima sighed. He'll just have to ask Atsumu. He went to the living room and saw Atsumu seating on the couch. He gently sat down beside him. He noticed that Atsumu was holding his phone. It didn't seem to be on. He was just holding it. Suddenly, a memory flashed in Midorima's mind. One of love and pain coloring the same image. Is the reason his boyfriend? Atsumu-san. Atsumu flinched, surprised since he didn't notice Midorima as he was too focused on his phone. Yes, the others would be coming here tomorrow. You don't have to tell me, Ruru. This is your home after all. Yes, but you're a ghost. Atsumu smiled bitterly. A guest is someone who's invited. You were just forced to take me in. No, I wasn't. I'm happy to have you here. Midorima replied honestly. They stared at each other in the eyes until Atsumu finally relaxed, a relieved sigh escaping his mouth. Thank you. Midorima hummed. Some people you haven't met would be here too. Namely, Takao's girlfriend and Kiruko's boyfriend. Atsumu blinked. Wait, I thought you and Takao babe are together? And Mama Koko and Kagami me are together? What? When did we even act like a couple? Well, you were closer to him than everybody else. And I thought that since baby Kise and Kiki were a couple, the rest of you would be too. Takao and I are close because we're teammates. Also, Amine and Kise are shameless saps who cling to each other all day. Kagami and Kiruko are also teammates, so there's that. Oh, you thought this whole time that Takeo and I were together? Yes. Midorima huffed as he turned away with a blush at Atsumu's giggle. They sat in a comfortable silence for a few minutes. Well, comfortable for Atsumu. Midorima was nervously tapping his knees. He eventually gained the courage to broach the topic. Oikoa-san's going to be with them too. Atsumu blinked. Koa babe, did you tell them I was sick? Yes. Oh, you didn't have to. Koa babe must be really worried. Midorima hummed again, his tapping going faster. Kagami was looking for you. Oh. Did he say why? Dart. Oikoa-san has been with him as long as you have been with me. Atsumu's eyes widened. What? Why? Is he okay? Did something bad happen? Please tell me he's fine. Atsumu started shaking Midorima's arm, so Midorima faced him and gently cupped both his cheeks. Atsumu's entire face fitting perfectly inside Midorima's big hands. Calm down, Atsumu-san. Kagami's taking care of him for now. I don't know exactly what happened, but you'll be able to see him tomorrow, so you can just make sure that he's fine. Okay. Midorima reluctantly let go of Atsumu's face, immediately missing the warmth those flushed cheeks provided. He knew what happened with Oikoa, but technically, he didn't, since he doesn't know what caused it. Also, he doesn't really want to worry Atsumu for now. Knowing his best friend tried to do that would probably send him into another breakdown. He's relieved that they didn't fight though. Kagami looked at the couch where Oikoa was playing with Tiger. He still hasn't responded to anything. He's colder than the iceberg that sunk the Titanic. His mind flashed back to the memory of when he first met Oikoa. Teasing grins, mischievous smiles, lively laughter, cute giggles, a body that never stopped moving, and eyes that shined brighter than the sun. Everything he did radiated joy and life. His presence made Kagami's day brighter and warmer. But now, there's no sign of that Oikoa. No sign that he ever existed. The Oikoa he first met made Kagami feel like he could rule the world as long as he's beside him. That Oikoa was strong. So strong even through the cracks that sometimes showed. That Oikoa radiated brilliance, and he blessed Kagami's every day with his presence. This Oikoa though, this one looks like art. Still beautiful but lonely. Like the artist sacrificed everything they had to make it, and even then it wasn't enough. An art that was only appreciated after the artist is no longer there to receive the praise. Like an ice sculpture. Cold and beautiful. Only for it to melt a few hours later. The artist's hard work gone. This Aikyuu is beautiful as he had always been. But this Aikyuu is a mask. A cheap imitation. Just a picture. A box that holds the pieces of someone who was torn apart. And Kagami's determined to put him back together again. Even if it means using parts of his self to fill in the cracks.